Tanner Cox, a junior musical theater major, and I'll be playing Anna in Syracuse Stage's production of Frozen. And this is Patti.
Hi, I'm Patti Murin, and I am a Syracuse University alumni, and I originated the role of Anna in Frozen on Broadway.
Yay!
Yay! Congratulations! Oh my gosh!
So, Patti, tell me what it was like to perform in the original production of Frozen on Broadway.
It was pretty amazing. It was pretty epic in scale and in dreams coming true and all that. I grew up a Disney kid and I grew up a Broadway kid, and so it was like I always fancied myself a Disney princess, and so to actually have that happen and to do it on Broadway was pretty like mind-blowing. And we just had a really good time. I think, because the story is so great and it has so much fun in it, and so it sort of gives permission for everyone to have fun on stage, backstage, and honestly, like, I'm still very close with so many of the people that I did the show with.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And I know you played Belle in the Beauty and the Beast tour, so what's just your experience being a different Disney princess?
I mean, Belle was always my girl. I think just because she liked to read, and she was brunette, which I maybe used to be. But then so I played Belle back in like 2007, I think. But then when Frozen the movie came out and I saw it, I was like, that is me. I was like, Anna, she is me. Like, that is the most spot on, like, cartoon version of me that there could ever be. And so, they all want something huge. Like, they all want something massive. I also played Ariel at the Muni in St. Louis.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I know. And I played Rapunzel in a workshop of Tangled that they did for the cruise lines. Yeah, so I feel like I've sort of, I've really run the gamut. But it's like they all have that same like big desire, but their personalities are all a bit different. And so it's been fun to sort of find each of them within myself.
That's amazing. Do you have any advice specific for Frozen?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is with Anna, it's like the best permission to just be yourself, because she has no filters. She has no, right? Like, she is just, and I feel like you rarely get that in life or on stage, is be given permission to just be yourself. And it's kind of great because no matter what you do, it's not a wrong choice. I fell on stage multiple times at the end of Love is an Open Door because I'd get caught up in my costume, and no one noticed that I was literally just like, I mean, they were like, oh, Anna. And so, like, going in and embracing that and knowing that's like the gift of this role, which, the other characters don't get, they, especially Elsa, she's got the unique challenge of like really reining it in and trying to emote while not emoting, but like, you are free. You are so free to be you and to bring who you are to this character.
Yeah, just have that permission to just play in the room and play on stage and just make big choices that feel authentic in that moment.
Yeah, and inspire because there's a lot of people who it's going to be their first show. And that was what I loved so much about doing it on Broadway, is that, of course, there was a lot of kids, it was their first Broadway show, but a lot of their parents too. It was a lot of their first Broadway shows, and so to be part of that memory, and like, you're going to be doing the show for some kid who later in life is going to be like, well, when I saw Frozen at Syracuse Stage, that's when I realized that I could do what she was doing up there.
Yeah, I had the same, I think every theater kid has the same realization. I think when I saw Matilda and I saw all the kids, I was like, I want to be like them.
Yeah, and mine was when I saw Secret Garden, because I was 11 when it came out, and Daisy Egan, who played Mary Lennox, was about my age, and I was like, oh, that's a thing. Like, that's a thing that I could do, and yeah.
The seed was just planted, and you're like, oh, gotta be Anna next.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
I actually saw the Frozen tour in 2019.
Did you?
And I was actually in Frozen Junior.
Oh
I
my
was
gosh.
a freshman in high school. I was a little snowflake, and I just danced around the stage, and I saw the tour like right after seeing it, and I was like, wow, like when I saw like True Love, I was like, wow, I need to be her.
Yeah, Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Southern California,
Okay.
so I saw it at the Pantages Theater, And I just remember seeing the Anna and just like the man who played Kristoff was just got out of college. And I was like, oh, like, this isn't my future. Like, I could be doing this soon. So playing Anna now is just like so full circle. And I've always resonated with the character, like seeing Frozen in the 3rd grade. And I always loved For the First Time in Forever. Has always been my favorite song in the show since I was a little girl. And I resonated with the little sister, kind of Bug's older sister, just come out, please play with me type of vibe.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how well they nailed that relationship between the two sisters. And I'm a little sister. And I have an older brother and sister and a younger brother, but my sister's 3 years older than me, and we're very much the like Elsa Anna. And now I have 2 daughters. One's 5.5 and one is 3, and they. The 3-year-old is, I was like, oh, you're Anna. I was like, you literally got that in your DNA, I think. Because she's hilarious. She's hilarious and she's wild and she has she does not care. She does not care. And so it's really cool. Have you met who's playing Elsa yet?
No, I haven't, but I'm so excited. I'm already plotting. We're going to be besties.
Of course, yes.
Me and the whole cast of students, we are planning on being her best friends. So we're really excited.
I still know the people in the business who were the professional actors that came into Peter Pan. One of my best friends who was from Syracuse, I went to this school with, he is still great friends with the guy who played Smee. And Sandy Rustin, who played our Wendy, is a director now and a writer, and I see her name everywhere. And so it's always so funny to me to be like, I remember when you were Wendy. And I was like, just a little ensemble dancer, just giggling with my friends.
How would you describe Anna in 3 words?
Oh my gosh. Impulsive, open-hearted, and passionate.
Yes. I think devoted, free-spirited. I think passionate was the 3 words I felt best embodied Anna and just what I envisioned from just the page. I'm like, this is what I'm getting from her. And which I feel like resonates with me. Though I have a shy personality, I feel like with my friends, I'm just kind of a mess, just like a goofball and just like a bunch of jokes and just like having fun and just fully myself, which I feel like resonate with her and the character.
And it's like I remember, thinking like just because the reason that we're so similar isn't the same, like we haven't been stuck in a castle by ourselves for 12 years and have no social idea of social norms, but like that's still just how she came out. It says so much about Anna as a character that she came out still so hopeful and positive rather than being essentially alone for 12 years and getting sad and angry, And so I feel like that is like such an important part of who Anna is that like after that kind of traumatic childhood that she still came out and it just still has like love for the world and for people.
Yeah, she really keeps her hope and throughout the entire show, even like when she's saving Elsa, literally freezing to death herself, Anna still has that hope of making change. And she does in the end, which is great.
I loved that she got to go on such a journey, where like, I loved that I got to be on stage with everybody. Like, I got to go and like do Fixer Upper and go and do Huga and like I got a Hans and a Kristoff and a Sven and an Ola. Like, I got to interact with everyone and literally go on a journey, like emotionally, of course, but like physically to go and just sort of realize that she just devoted, like she doesn't give up. There's always something else to try until there's not. Yeah.
How was it revisiting the role at the Muni recently?
It was kind of wild because it was after I left that they sort of revised some things and put in the new duet for the sisters and whatnot. And so it was the licensed version, the one that, they've licensed out. So it wasn't the same version that we did on Broadway. And so it was a little bit of a mind trip to be like, what's happening right now? Who are you? But it was, and of course I was nervous walking in being like, am I going to remember how to do this? And it came right back. But this time I had my daughters. And so they got to see me do it.
Aww.
And so when I left Frozen, right before the pandemic shut everything down, I was 4.5 months pregnant with my first. And so it was such a very like core memory experience to be able to do the show and know that they were there watching it, even if they hate when I sing at home.
My mom too. She's like Tanner.
Which is crazy. You're like, but I can sit, but I can.
She's like 15 more minutes. Like that's please. Like it's been 2 hours. Please 5 more minutes.
Oh my gosh. I at least taught my girls how to say, can you please stop that? Instead of being like, stop it!
Are you a constant singer at home?
I mean, like, you know, it just kind of comes out, you know, whether I'm just like singing or something, or even like drumming my fingers on the steering wheel to the song, to like songs that are playing in the radio. My 3-year-old would be like, can you please stop that? And I'm like, yeah. And then there are times that I'm like, mommy has to rehearse a song because I'm going to be singing it this weekend, so I need to sing. So you can leave the room if you want, but I have to sing. And they're like, okay. And I mean, they were supposed to be Glinda and Elphaba for Halloween this year, but 2 days before, Cecily, my 5-year-old, was like, I want to be Anna, out of the blue, out of nowhere. And then Lorelai, my 3-year-old, was like, I want to be Anna too. And like, thank goodness we have like 7 million Anna costumes, and they were both Anna for Halloween.
3 Annas in the house.
Oh, I was like, just... Because they act like, you know, when because I go away, I travel for work, and so I think they kind of relate that to me singing. So the fact that they were like, mommy is Anna and I want to be Anna too, was like, okay, it's gonna be okay. I'm not damaging them.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite songs to sing ever? What's your all-time favorite song?
Oh gosh, oh my goodness, there's so many. My favorite song in Frozen to sing was First Time in Forever. It's just, there was no other feeling like it, you know, like.
Yeah, then when like everyone comes in at the end and the ensemble joins and like the Nothing's in My Way,
Yep.
like everyone, I'm just like,
You're just
it's just
belting.
like magical
Yeah.
with like the music and the big orchestra sound and everyone singing, and it's just like a big, like epic
And you're like with
way
your friends.
to
and
like
it's
open the show. I feel like it's
Yeah.
a great like opening number.
Yeah, and it's the first time it's designed to be the first time the audience gets to clap. Because even though it's 15 minutes into the show and they've done the whole, you know, little girls and Do You Want to Build a Snowman, there's no place for applause until the end of First Time in Forever. So the audience is like dying to clap. And so it's just, it never disappointed. It was always just like, this is amazing.
I remember seeing there's like this New York Times video where it shows like all the rehearsal rooms of like all the different Broadway shows.
Yes.
And I remember seeing this like years ago, and like I always have like theater stuff on my feed, and like sometimes I'll like see it. And I was watching it the other day. I was like, oh my gosh! And like you guys were all practicing for the first time in forever, and everyone's in like the rehearsal skirts, and like the director's like giving notes, or like the choreographer, and I'm just like, it's such an epic moment, and I'm so excited to do it with all my friends, and just like that's when Sven comes out and people like freak out, and it's just, it'll be really fun.
It's like again, like core memory making, you know, because and you're just like, I'm belting in the middle of the stage. Yeah. What are you most excited about for doing Frozen?
I think Anna's just literally been such a dream role. Literally first semester, sophomore year, musical theater performance, acting through song. Our first unit was favorite song unit, our like dream role, and I did for the first time in forever then. And that was before we were even knowing we were doing Frozen. This was like months before.
Meant to be.
So it was just like a role I've been like weirdly manifesting in my life. So when they announced like it would be the co-production, I was like, I have to be Anna. Like, I just love the music, and I feel like the character resonates with me. Just like younger sister, super hopeful, full of energy, free-spirited, and I love the story. I grew up with the movie. It came out when I was so young, and I grew up with the songs, singing them, and I'm just excited to experience it all, like just aside from like the show, but like, you know, like the fittings and like seeing all the costumes and the set design and just seeing it all kind of come together. So like when I actually do it, it's gonna be so amazing.
Actual magic.
It is. And I'm excited to see Elsa's magic. I'm excited to see what they do with like the quick shades, and I'm so excited to see like the puppets and Sven and Olaf, and I'm so ready.
Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. Yeah. It's so fun. You're gonna have a blast.